Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals and I'm back with my power sheets and I am here to go through my Q1 action steps and like action goal stuff and my January tending list and January setup. So we went over my goals last week, but I'll go over them again as we go through each action step. So we got to this page in the power sheets, so we're just going to carry on from there. So goal 1, and this is probably going to be another long talky video showing you my prep work, and you'll see where I've not finished things and where I have finished things. Goal 1 is to plan a wedding and marriage focused on our relationship. So my why is that Soshan's one of the most important people in my life, and I want to plan and build our relationship to more strength and prepare for our life together. So this needs time, money and emotional capacity, and help from others, I suppose, but I didn't put that. It aligns with my big picture, my yes and no, and my word of the year. Success for this will look like we'll know when and where we're getting married. I'm just going to try and focus the camera because I feel like it's not very focused, but it may make some shaking, I'm sorry. We'll know when and where we're getting married and have everything done that we need to at that point. Until we set big picture, I don't know where that will be, and our relationship will be even stronger than it is now. If I don't start on this goal, we won't get married when we want to, which will mean our lives don't progress in the way we want, and our relationship won't go from strength to strength. The people that will be affected is Soshan mainly, but everyone who supports our relationship, and that's most people in my life. Our relationship is fun, and our wedding should be too, so that's how we'll make it fun along the way. Mini goal ideas. So this is where I feel like I've not done mini goal ideas. I feel like the power sheets want your mini goals to be, again, more vague, but what I need is action points to function my goals. So yeah. So these are more action steps, and then I chose a mini goal based on a few of these action steps, and then took the action steps I wanted to do in the first quarter. Is sort of what I did. So my action steps mini goals were for this are regular date nights, time doing fun things, deciding on our size and sort of wedding, looking at budgets for weddings, for our wedding, looking at venues, choosing a date, planning the cake. We actually know who's going to make our cake. She's actually offered to make it for as a gift for us. Bless her. She's a lovely, lovely human. As soon as she found out we were engaged, she told me she would make our wedding cake as a gift. What a sweetheart. So we need to, as soon as we have a date, we need to let her know and work with her, or as soon as we have a vague idea, I would need to talk to her and see what her availability is like. That needs to go into choosing our date, because she's doing it as a gift for us. I don't want her to, because she runs a cake business, I don't want to put her business at risk by her giving us such a kind gift. Anyway, we need to ask our groomsmen and bridesmaids. I already know who I'm asking as my bridesmaids, so that just needs to get done. Though there's one, no, so I know who 2 of my bridesmaids are going to be. Whether I have a third, I haven't decided, and I need to talk to Soch about that. Anyway, wedding dress shopping, brainstorming our honeymoon and budgeting for our honeymoon, bridesmaid dresses, suits, food, plan, try, book, entertainment, licenses, decorations, and have fun with it all. So my mini goal for January to March is to decide on the big picture for our wedding and have fun with it along the way. So how I'm going to do that is trying to do something fun every week together. So have an evening where we do something fun, sort of like a date night, but at the moment it's not really date nights because it isn't. So do something fun once a week together. To talk about the size and decide about the size sort of wedding we're going to have, to make the budget for it, to start saving, book visits to venue, and decide roughly when it will be. So that is goal 1. Goal 2 is to nourish relationships with friends and family. So my why is that even though I'm an introvert, I am still a people person, and relationships help me enjoy life, which is the overall goal in life. I need time, money, emotional capacity, and help from others for this. And it aligns with all of my big picture, goal, and yes and word of the year, and yes and no list. So what this will look at the end of 2021, if this has been successful, was be ending the year with strong relationships with loved ones and finding it easier to reach out to them. If I don't make progress, I'll feel more distant from people I care about and will begin to feel more lonely and sad about it. The people that will be positively affected are friends, family, Felix, Mum, Verity, me, Soshan, Adam, Tasha, Beth, Sweater, and many more. And how will I have fun along the way? Although I forget that I love spending time with people, they're important to me and I do enjoy interacting with them. And I need to remember that. Because I get so anxious because of social anxiety, I forget that I really enjoy and thrive on seeing people. So then my mini goals / action steps, depending how you look at this, is to send birthday cards and gifts on time, plan and sort Christmas gifts early this year, respond to messages quickly, message favourite people regularly, organise Zoom online catch-ups and meet in person when we can, see mum and dad regularly, see Verity, Glenn and Felix more, send Felix emails. He's got an email address that he's going to open when he's 18 and I want there to be emails from me in that. I want to be more active in group chats, tackle my thoughts around social anxiety, contact the people I love more, be vulnerable with the people I love and reach out to those with similar interests. So my mini goal for January to March is to use social media, social in brackets, to begin to rebuild ties with those I love. I've let those slip a lot, and there's people that are really important to me, and sending Christmas cards was a great way, and like people have written back that I didn't expect to write back, or have messaged me that I didn't expect to message me. Those friendships are important to me, and like I reached out hoping but not expecting, and they've reached back, and I want to rebuild those ties. So I want to message Beth, who's my best friend, and my mum daily. I want to have an evening a week with mum and dad, whether that's going to be on Zoom or whether it's going to be like how we're going to do that, I don't know. We're currently living there, so it's easy at the moment, but basically because we've got no boiler and we decided that was the healthiest thing for us with the lockdowns increasing again. Anyway, try to reply to messages weekly. Last quarter of 2020 I had a goal to get back to 24-hour replies and it just didn't happen, and I think it was an unrealistic expectation on myself. So I'm trying to try to respond to people weekly, and I think that's realistic for me. I also want to reach out to a loved one that I haven't just responded to every week. I want to send Felix an email a month. I want to see Verity, Glenn and Felix if we can, and send loved ones birthday cards. So that's that action. That's my mini goals for January to March for goal 2. Goal 3 is about my health and well-being. So it's nurture physical and emotional health using routines flexibly. My why is I've done well with my physical health this year, but my mental health has slipped and I can't do anything well if I don't look after myself. So I need time, physical space, expertise, emotional capacity and help from others. It aligns with my big picture, my yes and no, and my word of the year. Success for this in 2021 will be being fitter and stronger than I am and using routines to keep up with important habits. If I don't make progress on this goal, my mental health could worsen and lots of my life will fall to pieces. The main people who will be... I found this box really hard. I just wrote me, social and friends and family for most of them because that's the truth. Me being in a better place with my goals impacts everybody I love. And it just does. How I'll have fun with this goal along the way is celebrating small wins, which I'm not very good at, and finding bits of routine I love and trying to find an exercise that I enjoy. I generally don't enjoy exercise and I need to find an exercise I enjoy. Mini goals, and I'm just going to give like a warning that some of this is about weight loss, so if you want to skip the next like 10-15 seconds, a minute, I would if you find those things hard to listen to. Trying out different exercises, going for walks, trialling weightlifting, experimenting with my evening routine, keeping up with my morning routine. I want to get to 20% body fat. I don't have a weight number, but I want a percentage of body fat that is healthy. I don't care how much I weigh, I just want my body fat percentage to be correct for me. Taking time for myself, keeping up with memory keeping, because that's like a mental health goal. Trialling and exercise classes, relaxing, challenging negative thoughts, intermittent fasting, tracking measurements, saying no when I don't want to say, when I want to say no. I want to consider coming down on my antidepressant and get to a regular exercise routine. So, for January to March, this is all quite varied because this is like lots of little things that build into my mental and physical health. That's why this is so bitty. So my mini goal for January to March is to experiment with morning and evening routines and different exercises. So I want to do some form of AM routine daily, and I've actually added something to it. It's the 2nd of January when I'm filming this video, and I've actually added something to it today, and I really think that's going to be something good. I want to brainstorm my evening routine and then trial different evening routines. I want to intermittent fast when I'm at work. Try 2 different exercises each month, go for 3 walks with Socian, so average of 1 a month, and I want to take time off every week. There's so many things that are just repeating because they are so important for my overall well-being. So that's that goal. Moving on to the 4th and one of my middle goals is to build towards financial security using monthly budgeting. So, financial security allows me to live the life I want to live without worry and being able to afford the things we want to do. And I mostly need time and help from others. I don't need money for this. I need to be sensible with the money we have. I don't, yes, it takes money, but actual budgeting doesn't take money. I need to be sensible with the money I have. That's why I haven't taken money. I know it seems a bit odd. It doesn't align with my big picture word of the year or yes, no list. It does align with my yes, no list, but not the other two things particularly. It does a little bit because without this, I can't love people properly and build towards my big picture. But strictly, it doesn't align with those. So at the end of 2021, I want to have saving pots for big things, having overpaid a little on a lot of our mortgage, and I want our fully funded emergency fund to be done. They're big goals. That's a lot of money to save in a year, but that's where I want to be, and I don't think we'll get there, to be honest. Our fully funded emergency fund is quite a lot of money, and I don't know that we can get there, but I want to try. And if we don't start on this goal, we won't be able to pay for the bigger things because we're good at budgeting and living within our means, but we need to be saving as well for our future. And I'm going to have fun by budgeting with stickers, and me and Social are obviously the people that will be most affected by this, but by being financially secure, we can do more things with our friends and family, so yeah. So, mini goals, action steps. Want to overpay on our mortgage, save a fully funded emergency fund, save for our wedding, stick to monthly budgets, save for a new car, Socian's car needs replacing, sell the gold at the right time. Basically, Socian has some gold, which is now the majority of our savings because we just bought a house, and we need to sell that to be able to afford the wedding, the car, etc, etc. But we need to sell at the right time, and because we think the market's probably going to crash soon, it's probably not a good time to sell, and we probably want to sell when things get a bit worse. But we'll see. He basically got some inheritance and used his inheritance to buy gold. That's why we have gold. Anyway. We want to still enjoy life while saving, look at different savings accounts, track my spending daily, consider investing. I don't think we'll be able to do this. Soji mentioned it when we were talking about this goal. I don't think we'll need to be able to invest because we've got so many other things we want to be saving money, but we are investing in our retirement. We are both in the NHS pension scheme and we're paying into that, so we are investing in our futures, but not this sort of investing. I've then put live like no one else, so later you can live like no one else, which is a Dave Ramsey quote and is just true. Get life insurance, pay our insurance using sinking funds and continue to add to sinking funds. I also want to reevaluate our sinking funds. My goal for Q1 is to calculate how much we want to save and how we want to save for those big things. So by doing that, I want to reevaluate our sinking funds. We put a lot of money into sinking funds, and I don't know that we need to be putting all of that to one side. I think some of that could go into savings. So I want to think about that. We want to set budgets for the big things, so our car, wedding, fully funded emergency fund, house renovations and any extras. We want to look at different options for saving accounts. They need to be instant access because we are going to be using that money. Monthly budgets, weekly check-ins and track spending daily. And these are all things I already do, a lot of them. It's mostly this working out our finances situation that I want to do in the first quarter. On to goal 5. I'm trying to make this video not a million years long, but it's probably going to be quite a long one. I'm sorry. But then goals are important, and I hope me going through how I broke these things down will help you break down your goals and, help you set goals. So, goal 5 is to strive to make a difference in small ways through guiding and activism. My why is that I want to make a difference and make others' lives better, and I can't always do the big things, but I need to remember that the little things do matter. And the resources I need are time, expertise, and advice and emotional capacity, and it aligns with all of my things. If at the end of 2021 I've had success with this goal, I will have made a difference to girls' lives and spoken out and educated people about social justice. If I don't do it, I'll feel less fulfilled in my life because I want to grow as a person and I want to make a difference. The people that will mostly be positively affected is me, girl guides, minority groups, and people who follow me, hopefully. I love to learn, I love guiding, and I need to pass on that learning in enjoyable ways is how I'm going to have fun with this. So, my action steps are mini goals. I want to read books on activism. I want to educate myself, basically. Continue to speak out in my YouTube videos about social justice issues. Donate to causes that matter. Educate myself. Get back into guiding. 2020 has not been good for my guidingness. To help with our admin for our Girl Guide group. Stand up for what I believe in. And if I challenge people I hear challenging the things I believe in. be more present when guiding, throw myself into being a better outdoor activity advisor, which is a guiding role I have. I want to read more from authors of ethnic diverse and religiously diverse backgrounds. Be more active in UKBA activism, which is a group Rhymer Plans runs, which is fantastic. And I want to have fun with learning and teaching. So my mini goal for January to March is to educate myself to keep up momentum and regain a love of guiding. So I want to research some social justice books and buy them. I want to find social justice medias to follow, so that my newsfeed and my Instagram feed is filled with some social justice stuff, so I'm always getting reminders of it. I want to attend guiding meetings when work allows, keep up talking about social justice in videos, help plan the Guide and Ranges term, post monthly in UKPA activism, and read at least one social justice book. So that's how I'm going to try and make those small differences. Next up is my business goal. And this is a bit scary talking about because I'm going to tell you some things that I wouldn't normally share. So my yearly goal is to empower a community around the Tilly Journals brand. My business is something I love, and my community is the favourite part of that, and I want my business to be making money for my future. And I need time, expertise and advice, help from others for this. All of my things need time, and I think that's what I forget. I need time for all of these things. It aligns with all of my things. Success for this is having a community around my brand who loves my products and my content. The community, our future and me will benefit from this goal going well. I will lose out on something I adore if I don't make my business a priority. I love my businesses, particularly the community aspects is how I will have fun with it. So, my goals, and the first one is scary, is I want to be able to monetize on YouTube, which means I need to gain 500 subscribers. That's a huge amount in a year, and I don't think I can do it this year, but I want to try. And one of the ways I want to do that is I want to do a plan as you go month, so where I share a video every single day of my planning process. I want to do Vlogmas 2021. I know already have ideas of how I'm going to do that, but so I want to do 2 months with a video every day. Scary. I want to hit £15,000 of revenue in my shop, which is a scary amount. I want to release academic planners and 2022 planners. I want to upgrade my iPad and my quilling machine. I want monthly releases, exclusive foils and twinkles. I want to consider hiring a virtual assistant. I want to hit 3,000 on Instagram, which again, I don't think is doable. I'm very, very slow growing on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go and follow, please. But I'm aiming high, but I don't think it's going to be doable. I want to start designing a website or hire somebody to design a website so I can get off Etsy, or only sell minimal stuff on Etsy. I want to do at least a monthly live stream. I want to get regularly posting on Instagram. I want to do a collab with Beth, which we've already planned. I potentially want to do an advent calendar in the shop. Let me know down below if that's something you want to see. I want to expand my range of scripts so that all of my current fonts have each word. And I want to release a new font, which I actually think I might do in January. So my mini goal for January to March is to plan for the year ahead and set myself up for success by getting ahead. So I want to make my game plan for the year and for my shop anniversary, and start on anniversary prep and on the academic release of planners, because that will be in Q2, as is my anniversary. I want to get on top of videos I want to use content batching, so I want to do all my filming, do all my editing, I want to fund the collab with Beth. I want to look into the costs and realisticness of hiring a VA, and I want to do my shop accounts. I'll talk you through how I've made this action steps into further things when we move on. Anyway, second to last goal is to make progress towards my future medical career. And I love my job and career, but it hasn't been a priority for the last few months, and I need to be able to focus on it for my life in the future. I need time and expertise, advice or advice for this, and it aligns with my big picture and my yes no list. It kind of aligns with my word of the year, but not really. Success for this will be my portfolio being in a good place, and I'll have passed part 1 and be prepping for part 2 of my exams. Me, my patients and my family are the people that will be positive affected. I don't know how I'm going to have fun with this goal. I don't, so I left it blank. I kind of forgot that, left that blank. Oh well. If I don't make progress, I'll be stuck where I am at the moment, and I won't be as a consultant as soon. So my mini goals, action step type things for this goal are to take MRCP Part 1 and pass it. They are 2 different goals because I can take and fail it. I want to catch up and keep up with my portfolio. I want to do an audit or a quality improvement project. I want to revise hard for MLCP. I want to throw myself into work. Sometimes I'm not 100% there. And that, again, being more present at work builds into that as well. I want to think about MLCP Part 2 and when I want to do it. Once I've passed MLCP Part 1. I want to research reg chaining. I want to be more proactive with my portfolio. I want to make a revision schedule and a revision plan. I want to actually take my annual leave because that's important, because part of the reason I'm not throwing myself into work is because I'm feeling a bit burnt out with it. And I want to work on my portfolio question bank when I'm at work and bored. So that's my goals. So my mini goal for January to March is to get up to date with my portfolio, make a revision plan and start to work with it. Because hopefully my MLCP Part 1 will be in May, so the first quarter needs to be some good revision. So I need to work out what I need to do for my portfolio, get tickets sent, do multi-source feedback, book MLCP Part 1, make a revision schedule, revise for or do my portfolio when I'm bored at work, and I want to start and plan a quit or audit. And on to my last goal. We are getting there, I promise. This video is going to be quite long, but it's important that I think this will really help people, so yeah. So my goal 8 is to take time to enjoy life by asking for help and saying no. And the whole point in life is to enjoy it, and if I'm too wrapped up in achieving, I don't enjoy and relax. I mostly need help from others to do this. I do need time, but the main thing I need is help from others. Big picture, yes and no list, and word of the year is what it aligns with. I want to look back on the year and know I've had fun despite everything else. No matter what, I want to look back on this year and have had fun. If I don't make progress on this goal, I'll burn out and my mental health will suffer. The main person that will be positively affected by this goal is me, but I will be a better friend, a better family member, a better partner if I am happier, and I will be happier if I do this. So the goal is to have fun. That's how I'm going to have fun with it. So, goals, mini goals, little steps, I don't know, is to take a vacation, probably a staycation, but do something. Take annual leave, work 3 days, evenings with mum and dad, date nights, friend calls or meetups, enjoy little things in life, see a show, ? Don't know whether that will be able to happen, but I would love to see a show. I love musicals and theatre. Play more games, play with Lego, binge watch shows, memory plan, play with the kittens. Basically just have fun. Do what I want to do. So the mini goal for January to March is to plan and to take time relaxing, including fun time with Soshin, mum and dad. My action steps for that are to relax once a week with Soshin, to have a relaxing evening with mum and dad once a week. Again, I don't know how that's going to form, but it will. To organise catch-ups with Jack and Sweater, Beth and Jamie, the Beverly lot and Adam, even if it's just virtual. And then no working after 10 p.m. So that's it for my action plans. So then we move on to the yearly overview. And basically what I did was I took all of these action steps for my mini goals for quarter 1. And if they were one-off things, I put them in a January, February or March in the colour that corresponds to them. Or if they were like habits, I put them on this, which is it's one of the, what are they called? Wildlife pages, and it's just a dot grid piece of paper. And again, I colour coded this entire thing with which goal it is. So yeah, that's how I set this up, and I'm going to do this each quarter. It just gives me something to work towards and to spread out my goals. These are the two. So I've got 3 wildcard pages. I've got this one and these 2, and these are the 3 things. And one of these is going to have my quarter 1 goals, and one's going to have my goals at a glance. That's not finished yet, but it will get finished. Then we have some pages here, and then we have, I'm just going to put this back here, and then we have January. So I wrote down the things that were important for this. So the things that are important is my portfolio, my 2021 game plan for the business, and I got most of these things, like some of these things I got from my action. Can't find the page. From here, my yearly overview, and some of them is just things I needed to do. So catching up with videos and orders isn't on anywhere here, but mostly it's portfolio and business stuff. I'm excited for starting the year strong, 2020 being over, the future, pre-planning, planning, more fun time, and my business growing. I'm worried, on my mind is that I'm worried that I'm still taking on too much and thinking I have 2,000 hours in a day, but all the things in my plan are important to me. I'm hopeful that 2021 will be a more sociable and fun year while still achieving my goals. So from that, we then move on to my monthly spread, which I will come back to because I did not do this next. I did this next. This is just a bonus page talking about how to make a tending list. This page felt so unnecessary for me. I was just like writing things here and then writing them here. But this is where I also need my January planner. So basically my monthly ideas, I wrote down all of the things from this list, as well as brought out my planner. Let's pull this out. And all the big things that were in my other plans for the month. Weekly ideas I took pretty much directly off this list. And then my daily ideas, again, I took pretty much exactly off this list. So that's there. And then we move on to this page. So I actually need to show you this page and also in this planner, my monthly little goal section, which again, you'll see the highlighting is colour coded similarly. So basically, I then took, to make this, I took everything from here and here and put it somewhere. So my monthly action items in the power sheets are things that take a bit more work. Things on my monthly goals in my main planner are things that are like one-off, just get them done things. So my encouraging words for January are something I read the day I was filling this in and I was like, that's perfect. So it's in life, you're not only the artist, but you are also the masterpiece. My priority is planning ahead because a lot of January is about preparing to achieve my goals. So my monthly action items are to send birthday cards to loved ones, to decide on the wedding big picture, so this requires like talking about it and then making a decision, to work out our savings and sinking funds, to research social justice books and to buy them, to plan the Ranger term and guide term, to do my 2021 shop and YouTube game plan my shop anniversary, sort out my portfolio life, and to organise catching up with 2 friends. So they are the monthly big action items. I also, in this planner, have email Felix, go on for a walk with Social, do a UKPA activism post, prep my power sheets for next year, which has grey because that's just like my power sheets general. Try 2 exercise classes, so that's on there twice, and to brainstorm my PM routine. So they're my monthly action items. For my weekly action items, I want to have fun time with Social every week, fun time with mum and dad every week, reach out to a friend, contact my sister, take a break and check in with my budget. I also, in my planner, I want to schedule YouTube comments, Instagram scheduling, guides if it's on, responding to messages, and my budget check-in. So these are things I want to like schedule every week, and these are things that are more like fit in various times. Both are scheduled, but anyway, yeah. Then on to daily. In my power sheets, I've got contacting Mum and Beth, don't work after 10, my morning routine, my PM routine, and tracking things. Basically to remember to track all of the things that I'm trying to track. There. It's called sort of checking in with my planner, because the only way I'm going to achieve my goals is if I check in with my planner. So that's there. And then on my habit tracker, on my monthly, I have brushing my teeth and washing my face, posting on Instagram and posting on Instagram stories, checking in with my planners, and meditating. So this is like tracking stuff, so filling in my trackers, and this is more like checking in with my weekly spread and daily spread. And meditating actually falls into my morning routine, but I've been a bit like haphazard with actually engaging with my meditation, and I want to get better at that. So that's why that's on there. I don't know whether I'm going to need a habit tracker every month, but I like having it in there, so we'll see. So that is my monthly tending list for January. So then we're going to go back and I'm going to show you how I've like planned out to fit these things in. So this is the monthly spread in my power sheets, and what I did first off is I took the days I was working, and if I'm working a half day, so if I'm working an 8-hour normal day, I've highlighted the day with green. And it actually turned out I got some annual leave that I didn't expect, and And so I highlighted it in green and then I highlighted it in yellow and the blue as well, which is if I have the whole day off. If there's no highlight, it means I'm working a 12-hour shift, so I'm unlikely to be able to do anything. So I'm not going to make progress on my goals on that day. I then went through everything in my week on my monthly spread in my main planner and wrote those in. So if there's something happening in the shop or something that will take up my time that day, that's written in. Or if it's something that needs to be prepped in advance for the business. Because then I just needed to remember that things had to happen before those dates. Does that make sense? So I then made a list in the sidebar of all of the things that needed to happen. So they came off my tending list, or from if I had new releases, the things I had to do for my new releases. If I had a twinkle, the things I need to do to prep for a twinkle. Stuff like that. From there, I then took all of these things and wrote them in. I started off with the things that had to happen weekly, so having an evening relaxing with Social and an evening relaxing with my parents. They went in first. I then put in things that had to happen before a certain date, so the business stuff that needed to happen before certain dates. I also set aside a day to work on videos every week. At the moment, I'm doing 4 videos a week. I'm hoping to go down to 3 videos a week in February and 2 videos back to my normal 2 videos a week in March. So I will not need a full day to do videos after that, but at the moment I need a full day a week to work on videos. So I put those in next, and then I put in working on orders every week, I think. I'm now looking, I put on a day, half day to work on orders every week to try and keep up with those, and then I went through and put everything else in. January I am barely working. You'll see I have a lot of time off, and that is basically because I have taken sod all annual leave so far. So I have a lot this month because I moved jobs on the first Wednesday in February. So a lot of things are fitting in, and this was a lot easier. I think this is going to be much harder from February onwards, but we'll make it work. So that is really it. And now when I set up my week, so let's take next week, which is the past week. I basically looked at the next week in here, took the things off here and put them onto my pre-planning to then go into my planner, my weekly planner. So yeah, I'm really hoping and I'm really excited about how this is going to work. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my goals and my plan. And I am so excited. I really am so excited to work on my goals, more this year than ever. And I think the power sheets are a big part of that. And I love it. I'm really excited, and I hope you are too. Let me know down below what your plans for January and the first quarter are. What are your big things you want to achieve? I really want to chat with you about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful and enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz, and follow me on Instagram if you're not already. I'm Tilly Journals there as well, because I'm really trying to grow my Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!